Oh, g'day everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Sim, OnAir Company Manager, and Simi-Air. All right, so we don't have any jobs at this airport to actually take, the airport that we landed at previously. So what we are going to do is we're going to head over to we're going to head back home to KF HR that has some jobs there for us to take, some level 2 jobs. So what we will do is we are just going to have to fly an empty plane home. So let's go over to the flight tracking job, flight tracking page. Unfortunately, there are 3 jobs at the current airport that we are at. However, those jobs are not we can't take because we are not qualified to take. So what we shall do is we shall start tracking. I already have the simulator set up at the airport we are in, and for some reason it has put us on night time again. So I am going to go and reset this up. It has to be something to do with live weather, guys, so I will be back. Okay guys, I am back. It seems that I do believe that this is actually that the problem that I am having in regards to the time and stuff like that, and it keeps going to dark, is because it is tracking, because OnAir is actually tracking my time and stuff like that. So I don't know. Aircraft tracking is on now, so we are ready to start this up. What I am going to do though is I'm just going to bring that down a little bit. I am putting the beacons on. I am putting the strobes on. So we need to see. We need to actually see what happens and see if we get penalised for it again. We'll make sure that the mixture is in rich. We will put our fuel pump on.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Do that, and we shall start. There we go. Lovely. All right. Hopefully that says. Hopefully that is saying that that is registering that that the strobe, that the beacon and the strobe are actually on. So fingers crossed. Unfortunately, guys, we are flying at night again. I do apologise. I am going to have to record these earlier on in the day or later in the evening or something, because this is a little bit of a problem, to be honest. I can't just be flying at night all the time, so we will need to sort that out. I'm going to need to turn that fuel pump off. So we are actually flying empty back to Friday Harbour, and then we have a couple of jobs at Friday Harbour that we can pick up on when we do our next episode. So it's just going to be another one of those flights, guys. Another one of those flights. Let's turn our nav lights on. Let's contact Bellingham Ground. And we are departing west. We are departing west. So let's...
Bellingham Ground, Cessna November 7089er Golf, ready to taxi, departure to the west with Yankee. Cessna November 7089er Golf, taxi to and hold short of runway 34 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 124.9er when ready.
Excellent, beautiful. Acknowledge that. And we will set up our...
Runway 34 using taxiway Alpha Cessna 89er Golf.
Set up our flight display again. We shall put the wind on. We shall go back, and we shall change the CDI to GPS. All right, lovely. So there you go. It should be okay. So we are going to do our taxi now. It's got me a little bit stumped, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. So let's forget about the old pushback. Yeah, look out, buddy. I'm just going to chop you up, mate. All right, we shall head out and do our. We shall head out and taxi. There we go. Beautiful. All right, we have a vehicle sitting right in the way there. Well done. Airports usually have vehicle running tracks for vehicles like this, so we're going to need to go around this guy. Beautiful. Thanks, mate. Right, yeah, they've got some lovely aircraft sitting here. I've put live traffic back on, so we will see what happens with live traffic after our little episode in the last episode that we did, where we actually suffered an aircraft. It must have been descending from like 12,000 feet or something in circles, I reckon. Right, I wonder where he's off to. It's off to fuel up an aircraft somewhere, so let's move out. It's quite a long taxi trip out here, so what we will do is I shall actually leave you guys here, and I will see you when we are ready to take off, guys. Alright, so we are ready for departure. Let's put our park brakes on. Let's give ourselves a stage of flaps. Mixture is rich. Outside air temperature is 14 degrees Celsius, so that should be okay. We probably don't really need any pitot heat for this one. Let's reduce the avionics just a little bit to get rid of that glare there. That should be okay. Okay, so we are ready to take off. We shall go in here and tune to tower, and we shall request our takeoff clearance. We'll just check those flaps while we're waiting for our clearance. They are okay.
November 7089er Golf, ready for departure to the west at runway 34.
Landing lights on, taxi lights off.
Cessna November 7089er Golf, cleared for takeoff runway 34, departure to the west approved.
We'll acknowledge that.
Cleared for takeoff runway 34, Cessna 89er Golf.
Okay, and off we go. So we will depart. It's a very, very, very short flight. This is a very short flight indeed. So what are we? 24 nautical miles is not much at all, guys. So it's probably going to be a bit of a shorter episode, this one, even with all the messing around. Now, if I don't follow this taxiway, which is really, really, really silly. I don't know why it's turning us into the and it will most likely not shut off, which is what happened previously. So let's turn around here. I would normally have just turned around here anyway, guys, but here we go. We have our takeoff clearance, and off we go.
Airborne time logged.
And we are up. Lovely. Beautiful. Flaps up. We'll just track the runway for a sec. Alright, I do. As I keep saying, I do love...
Continue for west departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Lovely, beautiful. Alright.
Bellingham Tower, Cessna November 7089er Golf, continue for west departure.
So we will head out now. We'll head directly west, and then we will, once we get out a little bit, we will turn into track to Friday Island, so should be okay there. Alright, beautiful. We'll just check how everything's going. Our flaps are up. Revs are good. Everything is in the green there. We've got plenty of fuel, which I did check before we took off anyway. Alright, we've got a bit of a 4 to 5 knot wind there. Let's head out this way and get into our track. I think what we might do is we might actually level out here, trim the aircraft to level out, and we will sit at about this altitude. I think we should be fine. Alright, lovely. Just trim it out. It does take a little bit of trimming in these conditions when you're getting thrown around a little bit. It does like to climb and descend a bit, so we'll just keep this happening here. Perfect. Alright. Just going to bring this mixture out a little. Reduce our fuel flow. Come on, stop throwing yourself up in the air. Alright, lovely. Okay, and we can now settle in, which will be good. Autopilot. Where's our altitude? Is right there. Let's hit that and do our heading as well, and our heading hold, and we can just sit here and enjoy the flight. Enjoy the flight. There we go. Out over the water. Things should calm down a little bit once we get off the land and we get out the water there. That is our
Bellingham Tower, Cessna November 7089er Golf frequency change.
Just do our radio comms, get all that sorted out.
Golf is type Cessna Skyhawk 4 miles southwest of Bellingham. Request flight following. Cessna November 7089er Golf Victoria approach. Squawk 5127.
5127 and ident.
Cessna 89er Golf radar contact 4 miles northeast of 4 Whiskey Alpha 51,500 feet. Altimeter 29er.9er2.
Alright, we shall acknowledge that. Close that off.
Copy Cessna 89er Golf.
And turn into our track now. Oh, we're kind of not quite. We'll go over the top of this, and this is where we came out when we left. If you remember, I think it might have been in the first episode or the second episode when we came out of here. So yeah, so we will head across there again. Just take the top of this hill off here, this mountain or hill. But I will see you guys when we are about to land. Okay guys, I'm just doing a right traffic pattern here. We are going to land on 34, runway 34. Let's tune to traffic, select our runway for landing, runway 34, announce our full stop and announce position. We are currently
Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo traffic Cessna November 7089er Golf 3 miles east 1,300 feet inbound to land runway 34.
Alright, beautiful. So this is the airport over here. As you can see the flashing lights on the threshold there. I'm just going to come out here and just move in that way. So just giving yourself a little bit of speed reduction, bleeding some speed off the aircraft. And I will put a stage of flaps down. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. So we're going to have a basically a 4 to 5 knot crosswind on this landing, but that should be fine. That should be absolutely fine. So just losing altitude. Don't want to bleed too much altitude. I should have really been keeping my eye on that. We will spin around here. See the runway right there. A little bit more power. Just a little bit more so that we stop reducing altitude a little bit. Should be okay. Lovely. Alright, so a little bit of a crosswind landing, but that's fine. That is fine, we can handle that. It's no drama at all. Okay, there we go. It's going to reduce our altitude a little bit more now. We'll turn into there. Probably a little bit low at the moment, so we'll call final.
Wind 280 at 3 knots.
Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo traffic Cessna November 7089 Niner Golf is on final runway tree for to land.
There we go. That's good. That should be good. Right, so we've got the wind coming from our left-hand side. I am going to move over to here, and we will start applying a little bit of rudder. Point our nose into the wind a little bit as we come down. It's a little bit rough coming in. Still a little bit high. Still a little bit high. Oh, there we go. Just look over there. There we go. That should be fine there. Okay. So gusts up to 4 knots. We are fine. We are fine. We'll get this baby down. And unfortunately, it's another job that is just expense. But what can we do there? In all honesty. Right, and down we go. Probably a little bit too fast there. Let's bleed a little bit of speed off.
Landing time logged. Landed at Kilo Fox Hotel Romeo,
Lovely.
Friday Harbor.
We shall roll to the end of the runway here. And we should be able to, I'm pretty sure the taxi, yeah it does, it goes out here. Alright, lovely. Let's get off this runway. All our clearance. It's such a lovely airport, isn't it? Such a lovely airport to fly into. Right, there you go. Okay, so just across the threshold here. Landing lights off, taxi lights on, flaps up, and we will call ourselves clear of runway. There you go.
Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo traffic Cessna November 7089 Niner Golf is clear of the runway.
Excellent, excellent work. Alright, another good little flight there. I do enjoy the short hops. The short hops are quite good. It's a shame that we weren't making any money there, but unfortunately that seems to just be the case. So right, let's spin him around here, and we will pull into one of these bays here, I think. Which will give us a nice run out the front. There we go. Beautiful. Just in here will do, I think. There we go. It's brought up the little bay that we need to park in, so perfect. All right, there we go. Let's put the park brake on. We shall now. This is the interesting thing. So this is what we need to work out, because as you see, strobes on, nav on, taxi on, beacon on, and landing on. However, it was saying that I was turning the aircraft off with without the beacon and the strobe on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, right? Although it is registering that, I'm going to do that and see what happens. I'm actually going to turn those off and see what it says.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in OnAir company.
There you go. All right, perfect. So we will see what happens with that. Okay, we will shut that down. Bring the mixture right out, which is perfect, and see what happens. All right, I will see you when we get back into the other screen, guys. All right, there we are. Okay, so the flight has been monitored. Here we go. What have we got? There we go. Reputation increase 0.08%. There we go. So what it's doing is it's registering We didn't lose any points there, so it's registering the beacon and the beacon and the strobe light when they're in the off position as being on. So that's interesting. That is interesting. Airframe condition is still 87.64%. I reckon we've got a really good plane here. So let's click OK. There you go. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was just a quick hop over to Friday Harbour. Unfortunately, there was nothing there. There was no cargo or passengers for us to take. However, if we have a look at our pending jobs, you will see that we have some passenger transport stuff here. Got 3 passengers there going to different airports. So we will look at that in the next episode in Simidiom. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the change of voice that I've put in there to try and add a little bit more realism to it. Let me know what you think of that, because I thought it might, talking through the radio on the aircraft would probably be a more appropriate thing. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.